Morning, everyone. This is Pastor Miguel from the Children's Baptist Ministry Church here in Maryland. This morning, we're reading over Jeremiah 12, chapter 12, from verse 1 all the way down to verse 7. This is the story of Jeremiah asking God exactly why the wicked are prospering. And so I'm going to go ahead and read that, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what happens as a result of actions that people have been taking in the land. So Jeremiah asked the questions to God. He says, "Righteous are you, O Lord, when I plead with you. Yet let me talk with you about your judgment. Why does the way of the wicked prosper? Why are those happy who deal so treacherously? You have planted them. Yes, they have taken root. They grow. Yes, they bear fruit. You are near in their mouth, but far from their mind. But you, O Lord, you know me. You have seen me. You have tested my heart towards you. Put them out like sheep for the slaughter, and prepare them for the day of slaughter. How long will the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? The beasts and the birds are consumed for the wickedness of those who dwell there, because they said, he will not see our final end." Then the Lord answered Jeremiah. He said, "If you have run with the footmen, and they have worried you, then how can you contend with the horses? And if you, in the land of peace, in which you have trusted, that worried you, then how will you do in the floodplain of the Jordan? For even your brothers, the house of your father, even they have dealt treacherously with you. Yes, they have called a multitude after you. Do not believe them, even though they speak smooth words to you." And then he says, "I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage." So what is it? What is this dialogue between Jeremiah and God means? It means that the wicked people who are living in the land, they prosper. They prosper in the same way the land suffers. And we see that Jeremiah is asking God to get rid of them, to get rid of this wicked people. But then God tells Jeremiah that he has forsaken the people. And the reason why he has forsaken the people is because the people are idolatrous. The people have turned to other gods. And so the whole dialogue between Jeremiah and the Lord is that Jeremiah is asking God, what exactly is going on here? Why have you allowed this to happen? And the Lord is telling Jeremiah, it's because the people have turned to idolatry. The people have turned away from me. The people have broken the covenant that I have with them. And as a result, God has forsaken them. And this is true for us as well. You could walk away from a covenant with the Lord. You could say you believe in Jesus Christ and and be saved, believe in his finished sacrifice on the cross according to the gospel. And that Jesus Christ died on the cross for your sins, shed his precious blood, that he was buried for 3 days and rose from the dead, and is seated at the right hand of God the Father. You could believe that. But if you get to a point in your life that you rebuke that or do not believe that anymore, that covenant that you made with Jesus Christ is broken, and as a result, you could lose your salvation. So always keep in mind that even though God has made promises never to forsake us, and to be with us, that you could actually walk away from that covenant. He's not going to force you to keep that, right? Because you have free will, the ability to choose. And now you see here how the people have chosen to walk away from God, and as a result, God has forsaken them. God said, "Okay, you want to break the covenant?" So the prophets frequently use the term "forsaken" to describe the people's relationship to the covenant of God made with them. Israel is described as forsaking God and his covenant by turning to idols. Moses warned the Hebrews about breaking God's covenant and forsaking him. Because of their unfaithfulness, God would in turn forsake his own people. Here, the prophet Jeremiah indicates that this divine threat has become a reality for the nation of Judah. All right, so they walked away from God. You could walk away from God, and you could lose that covenant that you form with God if you turn to idolatry, turn away from Him, turn to idolatry. And the people here even says here, they don't even believe in God, because He says He will not see our final end. They knew they were wicked. They knew they were wicked. They were turning themselves to other gods, and as a result, God was done with them. They made their own choice. They made their own bed, so they have to lie in their bed. So please keep in mind that if you want to remain in covenant with God, you have to follow God. You have to, believe. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ, and never think that God doesn't see the things you do, that you're doing. Okay? So anyways, thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. I hope you learned something. And I know this is probably not a popular belief. There's a lot of people that believe once saved, always saved. But there's a possibility you could walk away from that covenant with God because you have free will. God's not going to force you to go to a place you don't want to go. God bless you guys. Take care.